You are going to work your whole life. You're going to wake up every morning, go to that job, survive the week, pay the bills. And one day, maybe 10 years from now, maybe 20, you're going to look around at your life and realize nothing changed. Not because you were lazy, not because you were stupid, not because life was unfair, but because of one mistake. A single psychological mistake so deeply buried inside you, so normalized that you have never once stopped to question it. And the terrifying part? Most people making this mistake right now believe they're doing everything right. They are working harder than ever, stressed more than ever, spending more than ever, and somehow, impossibly, falling further behind every single year. This video is not about budgeting. This is not about cutting your coffee. This is about something far darker, something that has been quietly, systematically dismantling your financial future for years while you slept. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Let's start with a question nobody ever asks. Are you actually financially safe? Not, are you surviving? Not, are you paying bills? Are you safe? Most people reading this right now will say yes. They have a job. They get a salary. Direct deposit hits every 2 weeks like clockwork. The mortgage gets paid. The rent gets covered. The car stays running. That feels like safety, but it isn't. Here's what that actually is. That is a leash with a comfortable length. You are not free. You are just far enough from the wall that you can't feel it. Think about this for a second. If your employer called you tomorrow and said your position was eliminated, how long could you survive? 3 months? 6 weeks? 2 pay periods? Most people, honest people, hardworking people, the answer is terrifying. The Federal Reserve has shown consistently that the majority of American households cannot cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money. In the UK, millions of people are what economists call asset poor and income dependent, meaning the moment that paycheck stops, everything collapses. You are not financially stable. You are financially dependent on a system that could remove your income tomorrow and feel nothing. And somehow, the system has convinced you that this arrangement is normal, that having a job means having security, that earning a salary means building a future. But the salary doesn't build futures. The salary buys comfort. And comfort, that's where the real danger lives. The mistake isn't what you spend. The mistake is why you spend. It's not the Amazon order at midnight. It's not the subscription you forget you have. It's not the holiday you couldn't really afford. Those are just symptoms. The real mistake is this. You have been using money to manage your emotions, and it is slowly destroying your future. This is the thing nobody tells you. Not your parents. Not your school. Not any finance guru online. The number one reason people stay financially stuck for their entire lives is not math. It is not income. It is not opportunity. It is emotional spending as a coping mechanism. The habit of using consumption to fill an internal void that money was never designed to fill. Here is something important to understand. This is not a willpower problem. This is not a character flaw. You were engineered to do this. Modern life is a 24-hour machine designed to exploit your emotional vulnerability for profit. Asterisk. Every platform you use, every app on your phone, every streaming service, every online store, every fast food chain, all of it built with one purpose: to catch you at your lowest moment and sell you relief. Dopamine is a chemical your brain releases when it anticipates reward. It doesn't trigger when you get the reward. It triggers when you expect it. That's why scrolling through a shopping app feels good even before you buy anything. That's why the notification feels like relief even before you open it. That's why the takeaway order feels better the moment you click confirm, not when you eat it. You are not weak. You are a human nervous system being attacked by billions of dollars of psychological engineering every single day. The exhaustion you feel on a Tuesday after work, that's a trigger. Every ad, every push notification, every limited time offer you see in that moment is designed to find you there, tired, depleted, desperate for a little relief. And because it works, because it genuinely does feel better for about 40 minutes, your brain logs it as a solution. Stressed? Spend. Bored? Buy. Sad? Order. It becomes a loop. And loops become identity. And identity becomes your entire financial life. Imagine checking your bank account at midnight. You do the math. It doesn't make sense. You earn money this month, decent money, and somehow there's almost nothing left. You stare at the numbers for a while. Then you close the app, and you tell yourself, I'll figure out later. That moment, that specific act of closing the app, is not just avoiding anxiety. That is the trap closing around you. Because every time you look away, every time you postpone the confrontation with your financial reality, you are choosing comfort over truth, and truth delayed is freedom denied. This is what the psychological trap looks like from the inside. You wake up tired. You check your phone before your feet hit the floor. You spend the morning numb. You get through the day on autopilot. You come home exhausted in a way that sleep doesn't fix. You don't want to think. You don't want to plan. You don't want to face the spreadsheet or the budget or the honest conversation with yourself about where you are. You just want off. And modern life is very good at providing off. Netflix, alcohol, social media, online shopping, takeaway, sports betting, gambling apps, endless content designed to occupy every second of silence before your mind can ask the questions you're afraid to answer. This is financial burnout. And it looks nothing like what people imagine burnout looks like. It doesn't look like breaking down. It looks like coping. It looks like functioning. Now let's talk about the architecture of this trap, because this isn't accidental. There are entire industries worth trillions of dollars built on keeping you exactly where you are, financially stressed, emotionally depleted, and just comfortable enough to not revolt. Think about the economy for a second. Consumer spending drives a massive portion of GDP in both the US and UK. What does that mean in plain language? It means your spending is the engine. Your financial weakness is the fuel. Every subscription service depends on you not canceling. Every fast fashion brand depends on you feeling inadequate. Every luxury goods company depends on you believing status can be purchased. Every online casino and betting app depends on you believing this time might be different. And social media is a delivery system. You log on, and you see a curated parade of people who appear to have everything figured out. The holidays, the cars, the restaurants, the wardrobes. And deep inside a part of your brain, a primitive status-conscious, survival-wired part registers this as a threat. I'm falling behind. I'm not enough. I need to catch up. So you spend, not to get rich, to feel okay, to feel like you're participating in a life that looks like the ones you're watching. Ones that didn't feel like progress because they didn't come with a dopamine hit. No one congratulated you. No algorithm rewarded you. No one posted about it. But quietly, invisibly, something was being built. In the other version, you kept coping. The years passed. The purchases brought the same temporary relief. The salary arrived and disappeared. The stress stayed exactly the same, just attached to bigger numbers. And one day you sat somewhere quiet, and you realized time ran out, not catastrophically, not in one moment, but in 10,000 small moments of choosing comfort over truth. The most dangerous trap is the one that feels like rest. The most expensive mistake is the one that feels like relief. And the most devastating loss isn't money. It's the version of yourself that never got built because you were too tired, too distracted, too comfortable. To begin, long silence, black screen, no music, just the sound of a clock, optional on-screen text. Some people lose money. Others lose decades.